Music started. I'm okay. I'm waiting on the announcement from YouTube that we are live. Waiting. Let's see. Are we live, babe?
Yes, we live.
We are live.
See,
Okay.
we got Peyton. Frenchies are cute. Hey, Peyton and Frenchie are cute. Look like they, as soon as it went live, both of them tapping like the same time.
We appreciate you guys so
Thank you.
much. Y'all, this is gonna be a fun live. This is the background that we will be using tonight. Feature the puppy. So cute. And Miss Dream is waiting to see you guys. It sounds like I just got the notification that we are live. So we are gonna wait on some people to come in. As you are coming in, please let us know where you are watching us from. Say hi in the chat. Frenchies are cute. You don't have to apologize. We understand everybody has lives outside of dogs, but we thank you for being here tonight. Um, I'm waiting on our stream monitor to update. What is up, Brain Wire? What is up? How's everybody doing tonight? So, y'all, we getting set up. But look at the puppies. My husband is putting their collar colors on. And we are getting set up. Let me see Rocky, baby.
Hmm?
Let me see Rocky. Okay, he's good. He's good. Y'all, they just finished eating, so they shouldn't be so wiggly. But how are y'all doing? What is up, Punch? What is up, Punch? Hold on. I see a crown and a number one by Brainwire, and I see a number two by Michelle K, and I see a number three by Punch. What is up, Michelle K? My husband just asked where you're from today, or where you guys are based out of today, and I told him Texas. Okay, y'all. What is up, TT Jackson? How are you? Frenchies are cute. I'm so sorry to hear that. I really am. Definitely sending you love, positivity. Peyton said, OMG, they're walking. Yes, y'all. They are walking. So we have such a fun live stream tonight. I really wish y'all were like here, like here. Because you guys, let me show y'all a little bit of what we have planned. Look at y'all. I really studied, okay? But look at all this information. Like I actually studied to prepare for this live stream, and I am so excited to be bringing you guys this information. My husband is too. He's super chill. I'm super animated, so I think it's gonna be a nice little mix tonight. Y'all, do y'all see Rocky? Y'all,
Rocky's
Rocky is
walking like crazy.
walking right, but we're just letting some more people come in. Come in. Hey, TT. I am. Frenchies are cute. I'm so sorry to hear that. Y'all, please send Frenchies are cute some love. But who is in the house tonight? 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 Y'all,
Are you all hearing us loud and clear? Loud and clear. If you all are hearing us loud and clear, please type yes in the comment section so we could know that you
please.
all are hearing us pretty loud and clear.
Yeah, let us know, guys. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay. But let us also know if we're too loud because we don't want to be overly loud. Let us know.
Oh, Ponce, loud and clear, yes.
Okay, that's awesome. So the new microphones are working great.
Michelle K say perfect.
Okay, awesome.
All right, good.
Okay, you guys. So we are gonna get started. Um, I am going to go turn the camera. Um, Okay. So let's get it started, you guys. Let's get it started. Okay. I know this is a bad angle. I'm holding the baby as I always am, but you know that ain't gonna stop the party. So hey y'all, we are the Rosharon French Breeders, home of the 3K pup baby, and we do have puppies on the ground. So if you guys are interested in, spreading a little love or adding a little light and laughter into your homes, you can definitely reach out to us on our business phones. And now we have the puppies DNA, which we will be talking about tonight, y'all. We going through it from the rooter to the tutor. I don't know if you grew up in a country town like I did, but that's what they used to say back in the day. So we will be breaking down the loci, which are multiple locusts. We normally test with animal genetics, and that is literally the only company that we have used. I'm not being sponsored to or paid to say that. This video is not sponsored yet. Okay, we're working on it. But all of our dogs, adult dogs, and puppy litters have been tested using animal genetics. They are on the expensive side of things, but they do have a very, very, very quick turnaround. So if you're waiting to price your puppies, or you simply just want to know what your dog carries or the health DNA of your dogs, we have had great experiences with animal genetics. Anytime I have a question, anytime I need something fixed on our accounts, they are always there to answer our questions. My husband knows, like, I know one of them by name, and he knows me by name as well because I'm always talking, calling them to get more information to understand how to correctly breed our pups. So, without further ado, I know y'all have been waiting on this. We will be talking about how to understand dog DNA today. I will be giving you guys a simple, educated guide for breeders and buyers. And y'all, we have toddlers, so we always have to be mindful of where our big boy is. Um, but he just took a little tumble, but he's okay. Thankfully, he was on something soft. But yeah, kids. Okay, so we will be talking about how to understand dog DNA. So definitely put in your questions, you guys. We will be kind of chiming in back and forth with your questions and what we want to share. So very, very quickly, I will show you guys what a DNA result looks like, and then we'll take it from there. But who is excited? Who's excited? Who's excited? So I don't know if y'all
Wait,
realize this, but I was actually practicing for this
stop.
live stream this
Stop it.
morning. And that is why I
Stop
chose
it.
to go live with this feature.
Come.
So if you've never seen
Stop.
a DNA test result before, this is one. And this is exactly what your DNA results will return. Well, not these specific results, but this is the layout of your DNA test results that you'll get with
Stop.
animal genetics.
Stop it.
So, Frenchies Are Cute said, I'm excited. Michelle K said, yay, super excited. Okay, I'm excited too. Y'all, I love the sciencey things. I love the genetics. I love the y'all already know that. Like, I love the TMI of life and of dogs. But looking at Dream's genetics, you guys, we're gonna start with Mama Dream first because it always starts, with the mom. So Dream is obviously a black dog, and assuming that all of y'all have seen Mama Dream before, but she's right here if you haven't. But she's a black dog, and she has 10 points, and she also carries pied. So that makes her a black tri. Does everybody understand what I mean about being a tri? So, of course, tri means three. We know that. Just because a dog has white fur on their chest does not make them a tri. Does not make them a tri. That's a common misconception. Okay, so I'm actually gonna pause the music while I explain this. So I used to think that if a dog had 10 points, if a dog had white on their chest, they're a tri. They should be classified as a tri. That's not true. So the S locust, ooh, my baby's here. The S locus right here, if you can see it, where baby's standing, right here, that is what makes Dream a tri. And we're going to break down the DNA of the puppies as well for you guys to understand that. So, Dream, Mama Dream is, let me stand, let's stand on, yeah, let's stand over here. Okay. So, Mama Dream is ATA. Okay. Mama Dream is ATA, right? So she is a black dog that has tan points and she carries recessive black. But Mama Dream also has one copy of uh Coco. So that means, so let me explain what all of that means. And she also carries one copy of the diluted gene, which means that now her black can be diluted into other colors. That's very important for you to know as a breeder and a buyer. You want to know what you're getting because you also want to know what you could potentially breed. So although sometimes black dogs get a lot of flack. I'll be honest. I don't know if y'all have heard it before, but black dogs get a lot of flack because people assume that just because the dog is black that they cannot produce other colors, and that's simply not true. And my husband can tell y'all Dream has had 2 litters and she has had rainbow litters every single time. The first time we bred her with a very like red fawn or Isabella um French Bulldog, rainbow litters. This time we bred her with the lilac fluffy big rope, rainbow litter. She's a black dog, but because she has the dilute gene, she can create dogs that are blue, that are Isabella, that are lilac, that are cocoa. Like, so just be mindful of the things that you guys hear because everything you might hear over social media is simply not true. We don't discriminate over here. We don't like saying things like no brindle, no pie. I don't agree with some of the things that you might hear over social media. And if you did not know, the S locus that I was referring to earlier, that is right here, shows that Dream actually carries pied. So if you breed a pied with a pied, if you breed a dog that carries pied with another dog that carries pied, you can create a piebald dog. So just stay tuned. We have some plans for Mama Dream, and our dogs that carry
Chief,
pied for next year.
chief.
Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Sergio, no, we have not started with Star yet. She will be the second puppy that we discuss. Hey, 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 Tip. Hey, hey, hey. What, my girl Tip is here. Y'all, that is a DNA queen right there. Okay. So I wanted to make this point because Michelle K has this concern. The reason why we have a fluffy litter also is because we bred Dream, who is a fluffy carrier, to Burberry, who is a full visual fluffy, right? So that is how you get fluffies. You can breed 2 fluffy carriers and get a full fluffy puppy, or you can breed a fluffy carrier and a full visual fluffy, right? So when I say terms like visual, I mean long hair, like the dog or the puppy will present as what I'm saying out of my mouth, because a dog can actually be blue but present as chocolate. Moving on to Burberry. So let me explain that phenomenon as well. So let me get Burberry's DNA up on the screen. And this is his DNA. I'm going to be using the dogs because I know y'all know how they look. And then I will get into each locus. But let me know if y'all have any questions. And babe, can you catch the questions as they're coming in too?
Sure, no
Okay.
problem.
Okay. So we cover Dream. Again, Dream is a black tri because she is a black female dog with tan points and she carries pied. So that makes her a tri. Okay. Fluffy carrier, bred to a full fluffy. Now, Mr. Burberry is what you would consider a lilac, full fluffy, or visual fluffy big rope. And it's crazy, right? Because he's really blue, but because he carries cocoa, He's a visual brown colored dog. If that makes any sense, let me know. I don't want to talk over anybody or not present the information in an educated way, but let me know if that makes sense. So this is a picture of Mr. Burberry right here. Once we get to the puppies, my husband will have them on display for you guys to enjoy. Their beautiful genetics, but the bigger dogs are kind of hard to manage sometimes. So we just have them pictured. But this is Mr. Burberry. He is a lilac dog. He looks chocolate though, but he presents chocolate. But
So Gerald
Sergio,
say it's cocoa testicle. No, it's cocoa
testable
testable
chocolate.
chocolate.
Okay, so some breeders have different languages or some breeders explain things differently. I personally don't use the word testable. Me and Tiffany, who is also on the live, we like debate this stuff all the time. I personally do not use the word testable because not everybody has the same definition of testable. I just say, hey, the dog carries cocoa or the dog carries chocolate. And cocoa and chocolate are very, very, very different. So I will use little Star as an example. Let me get her. Okay, I'll use Star as an example and then I'll put her back so we can get through Mr. Burberry and then go through all of the puppies. So Star looks chocolate, but she's cocoa. She's a cocoa tri. So cocoa is just a darker shade or a more intense shade than chocolate. So we don't even use, okay, baby. We don't even use the words testable or anything like that because people come up with their own definitions and stuff like that. Y'all, we ain't got time for it. We try to speak in term or terminology that everybody will understand. Okay, so I think I covered Barry. Oh, I think I covered Barry pretty good, but he's a visual fluffy, so you know that's kind of self-explanatory. Okay, now let's get to the puppies, you guys.
Okay.
Now my husband is gonna take the cams and put it on the puppies. Okay. So first we have Mr. Rocky, who y'all named. I love Rocky's name. Actually wanted to name him Rocket, but my husband is about to get Mr. White Collar, who y'all named Rocky, and I will change the screen. Where is Rocky's okay, boom. Y'all, it's not gonna detect Rocky. It ain't gonna detect the puppy. Okay, I might have to put it on the okay. Y'all, we had this cute little, let me show y'all real quick. Y'all, we had this cute little y'all just give me a second. We had this cute little display. Look, would y'all prefer this or would y'all prefer seeing the DNA? Y'all let me know. I personally like this. I can explain it. I can explain it so y'all can see Rocky. But y'all let me know what y'all prefer. Okay, Peyton said this. I think this is cute too. Okay, so Socio asked, so if cocoa, they are considered a chocolate. They could be they could be considered a cocoa, not chocolate, if that makes sense. And I'm gonna use well, Burberry is the best example of that. Oh no, Rocky. Rocky is too. Okay. So Rocky is clearly a blue dog, right? He's a diluted black, if that makes sense. Um Dream is black, clearly she's a black tribe, but Rocky is the perfect example of what Sergio was asking. Rocky looks blue, but by DNA, he's a lilac and white dog. So let me show you here what I mean. His phenotype is lilac and white because he carries two copies of cocoa. He also has two copies of the diluted gene, the lowercase d, and he has two copies of intensity and one copy of limited white spotting. So because he carries cocoa and he has two copies of the diluted gene, he presents as a blue dog, but that makes him lilac. Let me know if you guys understand that. And if Rocky had 10 points, then he would be a try, but he doesn't have 10 points. He's a solid lilac dog. So his full coat color, Sergio said understood. His full coat color is lilac. He presents blue though, but he is considered to be a lilac dog by DNA, which is also very important for you guys to understand when you're pricing your puppies, because we mistakenly mispriced Rocky because we thought he was blue. And he's not fluffy, but he's a fluffy carrier. So that's also important to note. He only has one copy of Fluffy, which makes him a fluffy carrier and not a full fluffy. But he's so cute, you guys. He is so freaking cute. Look how cute. Look how cute. So this is important for you guys to also note. Yes, DNA is expensive, right? um, Without a discount, a full panel, a full health panel, and DNA testing is $220. It's $220 per puppy. They currently don't offer litter discounts. And I will be in touch with them to get an affiliate link or a discount code for you guys. But $220 is a lot for a litter. However, it's worth it on the back end because now you know how to appropriately price your puppies. If we would have just gone by what we think Rocky is, right? We can tell he's not a visual fluffy. He appears to be blue and he doesn't have 10 points. It's like, oh, well, he's a standard French Bulldog, but not quite. Any exotic feature of the dog makes them non-standard. So let's have that conversation. Rocky appears to be standard, but he's not because he carries a copy of Pied, and also because he is a fluffy carrier that makes him a visual standard puppy, but he is not standard. Okay, on all four said yes. Lilac is DD Coco. Girl, go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. Okay, so let me flash his DNA one more time for you guys to see, and then we will move on to Miss Star. But as y'all can see, he carries two copies of Coco. That's what on all fours is talking about. That COCO. And then he's lowercase d. And then he has two copies of intensity. And then his S locus is in capital S. So, all right, let's move on to Miss Star. Miss Pink. Okay. So y'all, out
So
of
who
all
was
of the
waiting on Star?
oh yeah.
Sergio.
Yeah. I think Sergio was
Sergio.
waiting on Star.
Star is the
Yeah. So we have four females and only one male. No, I'm tripping, y'all. We have four males and only one female. I'm so used to it being the opposite. Our last litter we had only one female, but this is Miss Star. It's okay, baby. They know that she's pink collar. All right, so this is Miss Star, and y'all saw her earlier. But for those of you who have not seen Miss Star, her A locus is ATA, which means that she has 10 points, you guys. But you can clearly see she has 10 points. That's no wonder. But just by looking at her, you would not know that she's a Coco tri. And again, for those of you who might be joining the live stream a little late, my husband will show you her chest. Just because a dog has white on their chest does not make them a tri. Because if I'm not mistaken, Rocky has white on his chest too, and he's not a tri. He doesn't have 10 points. Okay, so little mama right here, she appears to be chocolate, but she is cocoa. She's a cocoa tri. She doesn't even carry chocolate. But because she carries one copy of the diluted gene, little mama can throw just about, and she carries two copies of intensity. She can throw anything, y'all. So this little girl right here could possibly throw Isabella puppies, chocolate puppies, blue puppies. She's also a fluffy carrier, and she obviously to make her a try, she carries Pied. So if you are looking to up your program with this little mama right here, she's beautiful.
Cedric, what is intensity?
So intensity or the eye locus is simply a lighter pigment, right? So your some tan points. I wish we had our bigger dogs out, but some tan points on dogs, depending on their genetic makeup, it'll look more red. It'll present to be more red. And then some tan points will present to be a little lighter, like fawn or cream.
She's Coco twin.
Oh, Tiff. Yes, yes, Tiff. Yes, Tiff. She is. And we don't know if she's going to darken, but she is definitely Coco.
Visually and DNA.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Visually and DNA. Thank you, Tiff, for
Thank you.
adding that.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So, y'all, Tiffany at Exotic Luxury Litters just said she is a visual and genetically categorized as a chocolate tribe. And you can see that. All right, you guys. And I will show you her DNA one more time. Let's see. We have Miss Star. Her phenotype is a Cocoa Tri. And these puppies are 4 weeks old. They're almost 5 weeks, but here is her DNA. All right. So now we're going to move on to Mr. Light Blue, who y'all named Austin, you guys. Their DNA didn't shock me. I think out of all of the dogs, Rocky's DNA shocked the mess out of me. Rocky and Maverick.
Austin.
Yeah, Austin, and we know the twins apart because Austin doesn't have any white on his chest. Okay, so here is Mr. Austin. Y'all, he is so cute. Okay, his head is already round and he looks just like his dad. But when we are done explaining their DNA, I want y'all to tell us who y'all think each puppy looks like. But this is Mr. Austin, you guys. He is a beautiful visual, full fluffy puppy with tan points. So I'm gonna ask you guys, what color do you think Austin is? Let me know. Let me know. If you know, let me know. Let me know. What color do you think Austin is? Oh, Peyton said he's gotten big. Okay, Sergio. Can you hold Austin up, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're gonna move into his DNA. But what color, just by looking at him, what color do you think he is? Okay. On all
One
fours.
say lilac.
Okay.
Tiffany say lilac.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So it's funny, right? Austin appears to be lilac. He actually does
Okay.
appear to be lilac. But y'all, he's actually classified as blue and tan. I thought he was lilac too for the longest time, but sometimes some DNA or some genetic pools can mute other pools. So Mr. Austin, light blue collar, is classified as a blue and tan French Bulldog. And of course, he has tan points. He has one copy of chocolate. So y'all remember Austin's DNA, and we'll compare Austin and Astro because they're twins. Okay, so Austin has one copy of Coco. I'll show you guys right here. He has one copy of Coco. He has one copy of chocolate, and then he has a double copy of the diluted gene, right? Two copies of intensity as well, and he is a full fluffy. Y'all see the L1, L4? So his DNA shocked me. I'll be honest. His DNA really shocked me because I thought he has one copy of chocolate and one copy of cocoa and not a double copy. He's blue and he's not lilac. But if he because he has two copies of the diluted coat color, if he would have had two copies of cocoa, he would have been considered to be lilac, but he only has one copy.
Tiffany said he can produce anything.
Right. Oh, y'all, I forgot to mention. These puppies are Tiffany's grandbabies, you guys. These puppies are her grandbabies. Okay, on all four it said my favorite color is blue and tan. Okay, okay.
Sergio, will a fluffy carrier pass on the gene to their pups or no?
Sergio, that is a great question. So yes, a fluffy carrier can, I'm gonna say can because it depends on who you breed that fluffy carrier with. Dream is a fluffy carrier. We bred Dream for her first litter to a non-fluffy carrier, a just a standard French Bulldog. And some of her puppies came back as fluffy carriers, and then some did not. And we have proof of that. We will be releasing those puppies soon. We kept two females off of Dream's first litter, and they will be replacing our retired mamas. And the two sisters from the same litter, same mom, same dad. One is a fluffy carrier and the other one is not. But if you breed a fluffy carrier with a full fluffy, you will get full fluffies, or you may get visual. You may get visual fluffies, and you may just get fluffy carriers. I have to specify when I say visual because Burberry is a visual fluffy, right? So visual fluffy can be exchanged with
Mm.
full fluffy. So visual and full are the same thing, but sometimes people say express. So they express fluffy. That's the same thing. But when you see or hear people say fluffy carrier, they're not visually fluffy, but they just carry the gene. If that makes sense. Okay. All right. Tiffany said my grand dogs are so cute. Oh, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say grand dogs, but that is so cute. Okay, you guys. So we've seen Mr. Austin, and now we will move on to Maverick. Y'all, I think Maverick might be the people's champ, but let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna help out my husband. He has our big boy, but y'all don't say goodnight to Mr. Austin. Y'all will be seeing him soon. Okay, so now Mr. Maverick, you guys, he's a specimen. He is like a sight to behold. I love Maverick so much. He's so beautiful. We have too many dogs. That's probably the only reason why we're not keeping him. But Mr. Maverick is considered to be a black, full, fluffy French Bulldog. He is full fluffy. He doesn't look it though. He doesn't look it. But he is a full visual fluffy French Bulldog. He has time for his coat to mature. Some places on Berry aren't as long as others, and that's why I love his dad because his fluff is very manageable, and he's not fluffy everywhere. Okay, I had to check on our big boy, y'all, but his dad has him. All right, so now check out Maverick's DNA. Very fascinating. Very fascinating. Again, y'all don't hate on the black dogs now. I'm not saying that to be political. I'm just saying that to, spread a little education. But Mr. Maverick does not carry chocolate. He is AA, which means he does not have tan points. He is just a solid black colored dog. He carries one copy of the diluted gene, and he is a full fluffy, as you can see, L1, L4. Now, again, people think just because you have a black dog means that you will only have black dogs or black puppies. That's not true, you guys. Although Maverick's DNA might appear to be limited because he carries a copy of that diluted gene, if you pair Mr. Maverick with the right female, again, you can still produce a rainbow litter. But he is absolutely gorgeous. So Sergio said, so he will make blue fluff. Exactly. He will make blue fluffies. He can make blue fluffies. And for the longest time, I'm gonna show you guys again. For the longest time, I never understood what each locus really meant. But the D locus, he is capital D lowercase d. If he was DD, that that would show up as him being blue. But because he has one copy, his black is more dominant. So that is how you get blue puppies with two copies of the diluted gene. But if you breed Mr. Maverick with a female that has one copy of the diluted gene or even two copies of the diluted gene, they and also if she carries copies of Cocoa, that's how you get your lilacs and your blues, your chocolates or your cocos. That's how you get your rainbow litters. Okay, Frenchie's so cute. All right, y'all. So now we have the last puppy who is the twin brother of Austin.
Astros.
Yeah, we
I
have
think
Astro.
someone was waiting for Astros.
Okay.
Okay, Astros is over there with the white.
Yeah, my husband is a Houston Astro fan, so don't mind him if y'all hear him saying Astros. but
Astros.
but but this is Astro with his cute self. Y'all, he looks just like his dad. Just like his dad. And they are maturing so well. Okay, so Astro's DNA kind of shocked me too. I want to separate Austin and Astro's DNA so we can compare because I don't think it's the same. So let me set that aside. Okay, so looking at Mr. Astro, what color do you think he is? Well, let's see if y'all been paying attention. Hi, Maria. Thank you, Blissful Fun, for saying hit the like button. Yeah, can you please hit the like button, you guys? It's 73 people on here. Okay, Sergio said a Coco try. Okay,
Mm.
okay. All on fours. I always say all on fours, but on all fours said he looks like a blue big rope. Okay, or lilac. Okay. So his DNA confused me too. Y'all, he is a full fluffy big rope French bulldog that's blue and tan.
Hmm.
Like he's blue. He's not. I thought he would have been lilac too. And this whole time I've been telling my husband, "Oh, they lilac, they lilac," and his phenotype is blue. But let's look at Mr. Astro's DNA, and then I'm going to bring out his brother's DNA so that we can compare the two. Okay, so this is Astro, not Austin. So Mr. Astro is ATA. And he, has 10 points, as you can see. Thank you, babe. He has 10 points. All right. The AT is what is represented by 10 points. If he was AA, like his brother Maverick, he would be a solid color. But since he's AT, he presents 10 points. Okay. Mr. Astro does not carry chocolate, but he does have one copy of cocoa. He has two copies of the diluted gene. He has two copies of intensity, and he is a full visual fluffy. So I probably shouldn't say full visual because that's like redundant, but he is a visual fluffy. But you guys, how cute? How cute is he already? So now let's compare their DNA. And the baby then fell asleep in his carrier, y'all. But look at this. Okay. So on the left, we have Austin, and then on the right, we have Astro. So wait, let me put it a little closer so you guys can see. Okay. So on the left is Austin, on the right is Astro. Okay. So let's compare the two. Let's see what's different. Oh, okay. Chocolate is different. Oh, wow, babe. Do we need to reconsider and keep Astro?
He's bad.
He bad. Okay, so you guys comparing Austin and Astro. If you look at their B locus, right?
Mm.
My husband said, So Austin, yeah, the B locus.
Mm.
So Austin has one copy of chocolate, but his twin brother does not. His brother doesn't have any chocolate DNA. And then they both have one copy of cocoa, which means that they can dilute their cocoa to make blues, to make lilacs, to even make chocolates,
Oh,
depending on what the female carries.
okay. Tuesday, can we see them side by side?
Oh, of course. So so that's Austin. on the left, and then that's Astro. So y'all can reference them. And it looks like Astro's head might be a little darker, but they both are classified as blue and tan, not lilac and tan. I wish he would. Wait, let me see if my husband can calm him. Sometimes he has the dog whispering capabilities, and he'll just calm him down. Okay, but y'all, they are the perfect little duo. So Sergio asks, so they do not carry Brindle, right? No, they don't. They do not carry Brindle.
Which one? One of them carry Brenda, right?
No,
Oh no.
not yeah, none of
Okay.
these. But they do. Yeah, they don't carry Brindle. They don't even carry Pied. If they did carry Pied, looking at their S locus, that would make them blue tries. So their S locus is NN. Many say yes. I mean, I'm saying yes, but many say, are they twin brothers? Yes, they are. Extreme Rocker said chicken nuggets. Yes. So, okay, Cash Out, we are getting to the thick of it now. Cash Out asks, do we price them all the same? So, you guys, I'm going to be honest. When we first started breeding, we had one price. And now, since we have invested in DNA and health tests and everything like that, we have considered or we've entertained the conversation of pricing them differently. But since this is a premium line, they're all the same price. Some of them are, and let me explain why. Some of them are visual fluffies. Some are, our son wants to play with them. And some of them are visual fluffies, and then some of them are fluffy carriers. But our two fluffy carriers, Rocky and Star, they have so many other amazing qualities. It would almost be like a disservice to them to lessen their value. Star is a tri, which makes her exotic. She's a cocoa tri, which makes her exotic. And then Rocky is lilac that presents as blue. And he carries the diluted gene and or the double diluted gene and cocoa. That's why he presents that way. So yeah, it would just be a disservice to them to underprice them. What is up, Fluffy
Did they
Checks?
came out with the same set?
Oh
Oh
yeah. Oh no no no
no
no
no
no no
no
not same
no
sex
no.
not same sex.
Uh-uh.
Okay, so what questions do you guys have? We're gonna open it up, and while you guys are putting your questions out, I can summarize
Come back.
the our lesson for today. Yeah, I used to be a teacher. I used to teach sixth grade math, so I am all about it. Anytime y'all want class, I'm all about it. Okay, so let me see. Y'all, they are so cute. How old are Sergio asks how old are they? So they're 4 weeks old. Every Friday, they hit a new week. So this Friday on July 4th, they'll be turning 5 weeks old. And we will be releasing their 4 week old update photos on Instagram this Friday. They did so well during the live stream tonight. I probably should have been taking photos of them while we were
Then
live, but
tomorrow.
I didn't. Okay, Sergio asks, are they eating puppy mush yet? So I'm gonna turn it over to my husband so he can tell you guys his plans.
So actually I planning on introducing them to Puppy Mush tomorrow. I will go live definitely to show you all how I make the puppy mush, all what I use, the ingredients I use to make the puppy mush. And usually when I introducing them to mush for the very first time, I kind of give it to them with a syringe, let them get a taste and a feel of it first before I put it down in a plate and they start eating from it, right? So I will go live tomorrow showing that and also showing just introducing them to the mush in the syringe and giving them water after they eat the mush, giving them water for the very first time. All right.
Yeah.
So this is the plan for tomorrow. Hopefully, God spare. Yeah, I will stick to that plan. And once they get a kind of taste and feel for the mush, then I will slightly introduce them on a round plastic plate. And then after the kind of couple days after, then I will show you all I have a special plate, a special bowl specially for mush, where
Yeah.
I actually feed them with when I think they're ready for that one. Then I introduce them also to that one. All right.
Yeah.
But we'll show you all step by step, go live. If you all want me to do the
The
puppy mush tomorrow night,
the prep.
the
Well,
prep, I can, or I could do it in the day, and you all just go ahead and watch the replay.
so Fluffy Checks is asking, will the mush live be in the morning or night? Exciting. So I'm actually excited, so
Stop.
super excited for
Stop
them
it.
to start mush
Stop.
too. So y'all, sorry, y'all know we have a toddler. Okay, okay, you just muted, baby. Okay, so sorry, y'all. So what we can do, if y'all are okay with it, we could go live in the morning or in the afternoon, and my husband can show you guys how he preps his mush because we make it in batches, and then tomorrow night we'll capture the puppy's reaction to tasting mush for the first time. But y'all let us know. Okay, Cash Out Kennels asks, what are you guys' thoughts on koi? So I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I have to um caution myself on giving my opinion, my strong opinion on what I like, what I don't like, because I've gone live and said I don't like big ropes. And now look, here we are months later with a beautiful big rope and breeding big ropes. But sometimes, you know, certain looks might come out and we might not understand it once it hits. But the more and more people breed them and they correct, you know, certain things um in that particular line, you know, that's when people fall in love with them. But I don't really have an opinion on koi. Well, I guess my opinion is this: I think they're beautiful. Tiffany over at Exotic Luxury Litters breeds kois, and she does her kois right. So I will be the first to go on record saying that I don't have a negative opinion of kois. Um, Again, I haven't studied their DNA to really understand their makeup, but visually, I think they are absolutely beautiful. And I love the dogs that she has created. We have one of her specimens, and I went live with you guys earlier today showing you his structure and his whole being, and he's simply amazing. But I will throw you guys back to my husband, even though he has our big boy. But y'all, this is really it. If y'all have any other questions about the DNA, about possible pairings, I also studied that in depth today. You can definitely let us know. But this is really it for tonight's live, and it hasn't even been an hour yet. We kind of ran through this one rather quickly. Okay, Fluffy Checks asked or said, "Sounds good. I am good with both. Just wanted to make sure I was on the lookout. Prep in the AM and reaction at PM. Sounds good. Yep, that's the plan, Fluffy Checks." Cash Out said it's very crazy and fascinating in the same time how they're coming out with all these lines of Frenchies. Okay, so we can wrap up with that, y'all. So I agree with Cash Out. It is crazy, but it is fascinating because there are no rules. Like, who makes the rules? You know, like there are so many different specimen of fish, of snakes, of bears, of insects. You know, like no one regulates those type of specimen. But you know, sometimes we can be so critical of dog breeders if you think about it. But there are so many types of reptiles and mammals and different things like that because different animals mate, and so they create different types of animals. So we just got to be mindful of being critical of people's programs because you never know where you'll find yourself in the future. Okay. Minnie said, "Did the twin boys come out the same sex?" No, no, they did not come out of the same sex. Every puppy had their own sex. Lynn Pam said, "Have you ever thought about leaving a live stream?" So my husband asked me that the other day. Lynn Pam asked, "Have you ever thought about leaving a live stream on the puppies?"
Oh, yeah. It's crazy that he said that. I
I
mean,
think it's a female baby.
Oh, sorry. I mean, that's a good question, but I always tell my wife is like, I don't want to board. I see people do it. Again, they do it. They put the live stream for hours, but I don't want to board nobody. You
But
understand?
we would have it be entertaining. Like
Yes.
we would have some sultry music,
Maybe some music. They have some toys,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
and they get bigger. So eventually.
Okay. Tiffany said everyone has their own opinion and that's okay. Exotic is not for everyone, but in everything you do, be responsible. Oh, nice summary. Nice summary. Let me add to that. Lynn Pam said we love seeing the puppies. People will tune in and out. Okay, Lynn, we'll try to plan something exciting and entertaining for you guys now that the puppies are walking around. Okay, so let me sum up today's live with what Miss Leak just said. Let me repeat it. She said, everyone has their own opinion, and that's okay. Exotic is not for everyone, but in everything you do, be responsible. So, you guys, that is such a beautiful segue to our summary because she said, be responsible. For the longest time, I would see that term kind of be thrown around, but to be a responsible breeder is you going the extra mile to ensure that you are breeding healthy dogs, getting their health DNA done, getting their DNA done, ensuring that your dogs are not affected with anything. That's important. That is responsible breeding. Having them being raised in your home and not, out deserted cold somewhere and just kept in kennels all day to be bred, that's responsible breeding. And we have strayed away from using the word kennel. We try not to use the word kennel because for some people it can have a very negative connotation. Y'all, sorry, we have a almost 2 year old. He wants to talk, but we have strayed away from using the word kennel because the perception is that dogs are just kept in a room in a cage in the dark. They never have playtime. They don't interact with people, and they're just stacked up, ready to be bred. And that's not what we want to represent. So we like to say we're family breeders, because we are family breeders, and we attract a lot of family breeders. But our dogs are raised with love, and if we could keep them all, y'all, we would. Like, I'm just being honest. If we could keep all of our puppies, we would. Because go home day is the most exciting day, but it can also be the most emotional day because you know you raise them. You don't want to see them go. But that's all I have for tonight. I'm actually gonna mute my mic and I'll let my husband in the live.
So just want to say thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. Again, it was a great live. This is the first time we actually got all the puppies DNA, and we did it live with you all. I think it was very interesting because usually we don't get all the puppies DNA. If we plan on keeping certain puppies, then we will get the puppy DNA. We'll get um yeah, yeah, we'll get our keepers DNA. But I think this was very great that my wife and I sat down and talked about it and got the DNA of these puppies. And we still We always try before we do our breeding. We try to try pair
Yeah.
both DNA together and see what we could
Create
create and how the puppies could possibly look. My wife has her way of doing it, and we sees actually see how the puppy could look. And to be honest, majority of the time, the puppies look like what how she analyzes. Yeah, but it was nice that you all came on the live with us tonight, and we worked out the DNA. And for the breeders or who even want to be breeders, understanding and getting some knowledge even before they start, and those who are already breeders, definitely. But I know this week gonna be a interesting week. Going on to next week, they'll be running around. Um, when they start eating mush, that'll be great because I know once they eat the mush and drink the water, they'll be packed, like they'll be full, 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 full. That's for sure. I know that because that mush will have milk in there, also it'll have pumpkin and all those good stuff. I'll show you all tomorrow, definitely. But we appreciate each and every one of you all. If it's your first time, you definitely want to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification. All right. Um, Earlier, I said I'm gonna go live making the mush tomorrow, showing you all the ingredients one by one before and showing you step by step how I make it. Right.
Yeah.
I want you all to let me know. To be honest, I thinking of doing it midday, like maybe around 12 o'clock. So I know most of all, if that time works for you all, let me know. But I'm planning to go 12 o'clock. Even if you all miss it, y'all could go ahead and watch the replay. Y'all could go ahead and watch the replay, or I could also do another live in the night showing y'all I'm introducing them to the mush again, because once I start introducing them to the mush, I will be winning them off of mom little by little by little, and I'll just be monitoring mom every day to making sure she doesn't produce too much of milk. Um, that is what I'll be doing. Oh, Mark say I'll miss out. All right, Mark, you can definitely go back and just watch the replay. But I was trying to see if in the night would be better. I know most of the followers in the night, but I really wanted to introduce them.
No, he asked what did he miss.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, what I missed out on. Oh, Mark, oh, you missed out on the DNA. We was doing the DNA of the mom of all the puppies. Yeah.
But this was a good one, guys. This was definitely a good one. I'm actually gonna send this to, I'm planning to send this one to Animal Genetics and see if we can get you guys a discount code or even have an affiliate link of some sort, because that is primarily who we use. And Tiff said, "Thank y'all for your time. These lives are so inspiring. Keep up the great work. I'm inspired. Back to work." Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Tiff.
But that's all we have for tonight. Blasey, if you are seriously interested in the pups, you can text us on our business line. It's linked in our bio. Mac Boss said,
Hey,
"Y'all
Mark.
results are better than mine."
Hey,
Stop,
Mark. We
Mac.
we we got the results here, man. We got it right here.
Stop, Mac. But y'all, we enjoyed y'all tonight.
Yeah. How much they?
Yeah, I just answered Blasey.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we just gonna the puppies. I just gonna leave them eat for the next maybe 20 minutes. Then we about to wind down. Today is what, Tuesday. Yeah, we'll wind down, get some rest. I'll wake up in the next 3 hours to feed them again. And I know tomorrow will be a very interesting day. Got spare. Pretty much got everything on deck, ready to go for the puppy mush for them for tomorrow, right? And I enjoy this part. When it comes to the puppy mush, I enjoy it because I make a certain amount and put in the fridge. I don't make too much. All right. And then as the day, every day during the day goes, you just take out some by some and just feed the puppies. So, thank you, Andriana. Thank you very much. Yeah, but we always say on this life, we only
We only promote positivity.
positivity. All right. So if you come on the live and you don't like what you see, it's okay. But we still gonna produce positivity over here. All right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, earlier someone asked, have they gotten teeth yet?
Oh no, they haven't. Maybe by next week they will have teeth.
Okay. And Lynn asks, do you warm up the food?
Yeah. So
We don't warm
we
the
don't
food.
warm it.
We reheat it.
Yeah, we reheat it with a little warm water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if y'all can see, I don't know if that's Astro or Austin, but they're actually teething now. So he's kind of nibbling on mom's leg. So they have started teething. So they will be starting mush tomorrow, definitely.
There are four boys and one girl.
You want some love, Easy Boo?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, but thank you each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. We really appreciate it. Or Fluffy Check say, cool. Book says that in 3 weeks, teeth can come. Our first leader doesn't have any, and they are 3 weeks old on Monday.
Yeah, that's common. That's really common.
Diane Kelly said, go fund me to fix the mom. Thank you very much.
Miss Lynn, we do have chew toys for them. My husband literally just ordered them a whole box full. So they will be getting their teething toys soon. But you also have to be careful when exposing them to new toys because sometimes those teeth come in fast. You will think they don't have any teeth and they will have a full mouth full of teeth. And we've had puppies kind of eat through their toys. So you have to be careful with that.
This one is the girl. This is the only girl here.
And that's our chocolate try.
Chocolate try.
Mhm. Thank you, Blasey. But did you guys enjoy tonight's live stream? Let us know if you learned something. Let us know what else you guys want to see from us. Blissful Fun, yeah, she's definitely the most compact out of the litter. And y'all, she eats all day long.
Like
But
all of them would finish it and she'll still be eating.
yeah,
Thank you, Fluffy Check. We appreciate you.
Miss Lynn, you are asking some. Oh, she can't hear me. I thought I still had my microphone on. Miss Lynn, you're asking some great questions. So we start introducing the puppies outside at like 6.5 weeks. At 5 weeks, they get their first bath. Well, at 4 weeks, we start mush. At 5 weeks, they get their first bath, and at 6 weeks, they get exposed to outside. Oh, Erica said face review.
Mhm.
Who is that, babe? Austin or Astra?
This is
That's
uh,
Astra. Yeah, that's extra. So that's our last born male. Peyton, we have Rocky. Rocky is our firstborn male. This is Mr. Maverick. He was born fourth. That's our all black, full fluffy puppy.
That's Rocky. He was born first. So he was the first puppy came out. Mr. Rocky. So far, to be honest, the one that's more active is the female. Yeah, she's the most active one. I would say Maverick is the second active one. Yeah, Rocky is kind of chill, kind of cool. Yeah, he was the first one, but he's kind of cool, chill. Yeah. Yep.
Who asked that about shy? Okay, someone sour. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can. So we put our little puppies through different obstacles and train. We they have a very strong or strict training regimen to kind of weed out shy and timid personalities. So of course, we'll be going live. Or we're planning to go live and show you guys more on how we train little puppies. Nothing is wrong with being timid, but we don't want them to be scared, like afraid of every sound and like exposure. We definitely don't want that. So we expose them to different sounds. We're gonna y'all sorry. We'll be we'll be exposing them to different environments, different textures, and getting them ready for their new homes.
All right, but I think everybody is getting full and sleepy. So we just want to say thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. If it's your first time, you want to subscribe, turn on that notification. Guys, we're gonna see you all tomorrow. Godspeed. All right, tomorrow, Godspeed. Definitely tune in. The puppies will be eating mush for the first time. They'll be drinking water for the very first time. All right. You definitely want to tune in. I'm gonna try my best to go on live between 12 and 1. 12 and 1. So if you miss it, you could go ahead and watch the replay. But also in the night, we'll be planning something again for the night live, all right? My wife will definitely put it up. So you will also they'll get a notification, all right? So we love y'all. Thank you for all our loyal subscribers always tuning in. Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to Peyton. I could go all the way Fluffy Checks. We could go Cash Out. We could go all the way. But thank you all, each and every one of y'all. We love y'all coming from the Rosharon French Breeders. Have a wonderful night. God bless. See y'all tomorrow.